Alright, what's going on, guys? This is Papa Orselli here from NicheGamer.com, doing another tutorial preview-ish, whatever, video for you. It's a 20-minute viewing, so it's going to be just a quick dive into this game called Foundation. It's a city builder currently in early access, so all the info is going to be down below with the article. And please, if you like this, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Let us know how we're doing. We'll do more of these videos. They're a lot of fun. So we're going to jump right in. So this is a medieval city builder, right? It's pretty orthodox. There's nothing crazy about it. There's no, hordes of enemies coming or whatever like that. So right now there's only 5 maps that you can play from. So we're gonna go with I think let's do a valley maybe. Yeah, I'm thinking valley. So I've played like the coast and the other ones too. So. But yeah, this is supposed to give you like a look at the game in the beginnings and how to set up a pretty good town and how to manage your ecosystem and stuff like that. So we'll do more preview series videos for obviously other genres of games, just to give you an idea of like how to just hop right in and have fun without really having to just go too crazy over it, So you have to pick your first area where you're gonna set up your town. And obviously they have it limited to only certain spots because they want you to have food and basically water and trees. So the other thing to think about is stone, because stone is obviously critical for early technology. So there's some stone over here, stone and berries over there. I'm kind of torn on over here or over here by this kind of flat region right here. So I'm thinking we should get an area with stone as well. So this one is sort of on a goofy plateau over here, and this is like in a valley, so don't think this is, like that's the ocean over there. This is just the map cut off over there. So I'm thinking we'll go here because everything is sort of in the middle, right? And we can eventually get down to the river there and start fishing and stuff. So yeah, I think we'll go with that. So let's choose this, right? So then once you get that, you got to put down your village center. So we're going to put that probably, this is going to be core to our entire village, so I'm thinking we should have it probably where it's more open, and then eventually we're going to clear all these trees out and stuff like that, so let's do that. So put this down over here, and at first you have, I think, this is like 8 people, right? So they're all just kind of standing around, You have to give them jobs, so we're going to do, we're going to get a couple things going. So we're going to get some gathering huts right here, right next to the berries. So we're going to get a couple of these going. And control is your best friend in this game, the control key. If you hold it down, you can spin the building around like that, which is kind of cool. So we'll do that. And we're going to assign some builders because we need people building stuff. And you can see the UI leaves a bit to be desired because this game's still in alpha. So we'll do a lumber camp over here as well. I think we're going to build this probably right over here, maybe. Yeah. So, and then we're going to assign people to be gatherers, right? So, or foragers, rather. So, these people are going to do nothing but berries and farming and crap like that, right? So, and then we'll do some woodcutters. We'll get some of those people going. And then we're going to get a stone cutter. It's a lot of windows. I see they all pop up like this. It's kind of funny. So once we get that, we're going to get a stonecutter's hut over here as well. And you can see when people go to build stuff or they go to walk somewhere to get something, they pathfind and they create the path. So you don't build roads in this game. The other thing to factor in is that you don't plan out where buildings go outside of the manufacturing buildings and things like that. You have to paint where people are going to actually gather stuff. So like right here, you paint where they're going to gather berries, where they're going to cut trees. So the goal is to paint the different regions where they're going to do stuff. There's regions for housing, for farming, there's forbidden stuff where, they don't go there at all. So if you really want to be a stickler, you can plan out like a modern kind of city. But this is meant to be more organic. So the way that really villages and towns were built in the first place. They didn't really plan anything out. They just kind of went wherever and they put houses down wherever the hell they wanted. So that's why you see older cities have really just roads going all over the damn place. It's just weird. So it's because they did this, you know. We're going to speed things up a little bit, so get these things built. And once those are built, we're going to have people cutting down trees. There they go. So they're going off on their merry way to start cutting down trees. So, and we're going to get some stone once that's built as well. And we're going to paint the stone over here for them to gather stone from. So, and say you're done with getting the trees over here, you can remove, if you right click, you know, and that'll remove where they're going to gather stuff from. So this is kind of critical because the AI with their pathfinding gets a little wonky when you have areas that are marked down for gathering and there's nothing there. It seems like sometimes they kind of get, I don't know, confused or whatever. So anyway, so we're going to build a well. Once we get that, we can get some housing. So, and also I think we'll need a sawmill and a warehouse too. So the plan right now is to plan out, you know, the different districts. So we're going to have the housing on one side, the industry stuff on the other side, and the gathering stuff on one side. So you want your people to really be focused on where they're going. You don't want stuff all over the place. Like, you don't want your bakers and your windmills on one side and your farm on the other, and vice versa. Like, it's good to actually have some sort of plan on where you're going to have your stuff go. So, and people keep coming when, you know, you can turn immigration on or off, which you can't really do in real life. But say you have, you know, 100 villagers and you only have food income for those 100 people, you can turn off immigration and people stop coming. So, you know, you can really kind of micromanage all this stuff, and you can name your village whatever you want. So we'll name this, I don't know, we'll name it Samaria. You know, make it a very manly Conan style name. So we'll close out of that. So, and obviously when you get berries, you have to build your market. So there's 3 different types of buildings. You have your general buildings, monuments, and decorations. Monuments are modular, so you get this sort of like drop down right here, and you can choose what you want to build, and you can make it tied to one monument. So what that means, so say you put down this market stall right here where people are going to sell food, you can associate other market stalls with this, and it's all one entity, right? So once this is built, actually, I'm not sure if oh, I see. So once it's built, you know, you need to get some wood. You can click on this and you can go to the edit window and you can add stuff to this market. So this is more tied into the large buildings like the Lord's Manor and stuff like that, which I think we can build right now. Let me see. So we go to this. All right, now we can. So eventually you can get the Lord's Manor, the church, castle, etc. And you can actually build it wall by wall, tower by tower, all that fun stuff. So the market is built. We have to assign somebody, and we have to assign the food too. So the berries. You have to assign a villager. I think we don't have anybody free. Let's see. So we'll have to we'll have to take somebody off of something else. We've got a couple builders. We'll take a builder off, right? We'll make them a market tender. So there we go. So we got a market, got some free money. So see, now we got all this other stuff. We can get the residential district. So, hey, look at this. We get some free military stuff and free labor points. So what this does, these are the unlockables that you get as you progress. So you have your labor, your kingdom, and your clergy points, right? So each one of those is tied to these unlockables, and you can only get these things as you progress to getting, you know, 10 serfs, 20 commoners, 10 citizens, and you get these splendor points by building these quality of life things like benches and, you know, gardens and things like that. So, so as you progress, you unlock more stuff. And now we have the housing district, so we want to kind of try to get some land freed up for that. So I think we have a stone cutter. Yeah, so we got the stone cutter going too. So we're gonna get this cut away. And you have to be careful when you're putting down housing, because the moment that they have free space in housing, they're gonna start building stuff right away. So you have to really like pause the game, you know. So you can pause it. You don't have to have the game running at all times, and you have to really plan out where your housing is going to be, because they just throw down wherever the hell you tell them that they can, and it's a little bit crazy. So, you know, we're gonna get this cleared out pretty quickly. So I think we right. So to get a trade route, you have to build a warehouse. So let's get that going too, so we can get some stuff stored. So we're gonna put our first warehouse probably down here, I think, because you'll need a lot of these things, because obviously you have to stockpile lots and lots of stuff. So I'm gonna put our first warehouse like right about here. So that's gonna get built, and we're gonna tell them to start buying the tools. So once they get this cleared out, there we go. So, and these guys are gonna be cutting down some more trees. So yeah, let's get that going. It's funny, I've been playing a bunch of city builders recently. I mean, I've always loved this genre, but this is the fastest that the game can go. And when you get, hey, we got 2 more people, cool. When you get a lot of people and you turn the speed up a lot, you'll see there's so much stuff going on. So you really have to kind of focus where people are going, rather where they're coming and going. So, all right, come on, need some. Oh, right. So we need planks to build this warehouse, right? So we're gonna need to build a carpenter, or a sawmill rather, and I think we'll probably build that over here. So just to have it sort of out of the way right there, and that's gonna get built. So once we get that going, we got the stonemason hut. So we don't need the stonemason hut yet. Neither do we need the wooden gate. Oh, hey, we can build the church now too. So you'll get to see the modular sort of building process. So we don't have the residential district set up yet. I want to see if we can buy more territory. And we got 345 gold. Okay. So you have to really be careful about your gold income too, because early on you only have 500 gold as your limit, and you can burn through it pretty quickly with the cost of stuff. So I'm going to wait a little bit to see if we can buy another piece of land, because I'd rather we expand outward with residential before we try filling out this area right here. So anyway, let's get this all cut down over here. And it looks like this warehouse is... Alright, so this is almost done. They're building it. We need to get some stone over there. So let me double check that the new people are not just sitting around doing nothing. So you can see the workplace list here. Once you have a lot of stuff going on, you're basically just playing whack-a-mole to make sure people are being staffed to different things. So let's get another woodcutter, and we'll get another forager. So if you have buildings with free space to do work, and you assign people a certain type of job, they're going to fill jobs in these places, which is kind of cool. Or if you have people just doing nothing, and you go to the workplace list, you can actually tell, hey, I need 2 more people to be foragers. And then it'll automatically assign the next free person to doing that. So it's pretty cool. This is almost done. So we almost have our sawmill. So, and these trees are almost all cleared out. And you can see they're still really getting close to clearing all of this out, but why not? We're going to do... I really hate to have all this cramped in this corner right here, so... But let's see. We're going to try to separate this from all the industry over here. So I want to have all the housing up here, And you can see they showed the ideal housing, so you want to kind of stay within that range, but it doesn't seem to be really punishing at all at this point. So we're going to get some housing going here. So once we get this, you're going to see they start plopping down housing right away. See that? So they're already going to start building houses over here. It gets a little crazy because people will try to build wherever you tell them that they can. And obviously, it gets a little nuts because you'll see houses get smashed right up next to each other. And there's still some kind of weird stuff going on in the game. It is alpha, obviously. So people will go to their house before it's finished being built, you know? It's kind of weird. It's like his house isn't built yet, and he's just standing there, you know? So, but once everything's up and going, it's actually a pretty cool game. It's got a lot of promise, so... But yeah, I mean, this is pretty much the beginnings of the game here, you know? You have to just manage... Here we go. So our sawmill is just about done. Cool. So we're going to assign... If we have anybody free, I don't think we do. Oh, no, okay, we do. So we're going to get one you know what? We'll do one carpenter, right? And then we have... I think we have more than enough woodcutters. So we're going to build a second woodcutter camp. So I want us to deforest a lot. So we're going to build another woodcutter, or lumber camp rather, over here. So let's build that over here. So we get some more trees being cut down, you know. But you can see they're pathfinding to their houses over here, and they're starting to build their houses. That's the first house right there. So the houses get bigger as your technology and your happiness level gets higher too. And before we wrap up, I want to show you guys the modular housing, which is pretty cool. So it's in the monument style stuff. So we'll do the rustic church, right? So you get to pick all these pieces, and I think we'll put our church probably right before the housing district. So we're going to spin the camera around like this, and it's completely modular. So, you know, you have the base right here, and we're going to go for kind of a plain Jane kind of church. We'll do a tower in the front, right? Actually, no, I don't like that style. We'll do... Okay, cool. This one's like stone as well. So we're going to raise the tower, the bell tower rather, to be a little bit taller, right? So that's just about right for like kind of a real classy looking church. So we're going to go right over here. It was raised Catholic, so we're looking for a real classy little Catholic church going on here. Get a little door in the front there, and you can go with just that. You know, you can add stuff to it. It really depends on how big you want to go. You can add multiple big core buildings to it if you want. You can add extensions to the sides. Eventually, you get more stuff unlocked for churches, which is kind of cool. So I'm thinking we might put some stuff on the sides, but you know what? For now, we're going to do just a plain little church, just to start. And that's it. Can start construction. And they start building it, you know, with everything that's required. So you can see, requires planks, tools, and stone. We don't have tools yet because we need to get tools put into our warehouse, which is just about finished. So, okay, cool. So we're going to assign tools in our warehouse right here. And once that's assigned, you go to trade. And, right. So, we can't get trade yet because we have to, the first trade route rather, because we have to get 20 more planks. So, let's see. So we've got more people coming in. The woodcutters are running out of trees to cut down, so we'll get rid of that. We'll get some more housing over here. So you can see they're plopping down housing as soon as you tell them that they can. So we're going to get all these trees knocked down over here just to free up some more space for housing. So, and obviously it's always good to have spare lumber. So, and you want to tell them to put stuff for stockpile over here too. So we'll put wood, we'll put berries, and we'll put stone. So there's a transporter here, right? And he's going to start bringing all of the stuff to the stockpile. So it's better to have it that way because it's centralized. You can kind of plan what's going to be in each stockpile. You can set limits for stuff so you have a certain quota. So got 13 planks right now. So we're waiting to Oh, look at this. They're building the church that quickly. That's pretty cool, right? So, but we need tools. They can't finish until we get more tools. So we're pretty close to getting 20 planks. So, let's see. We got the sawmill person coming with some more planks. I think. Maybe. Let's see. I think they're taking planks to the church. Or to the houses. Let me see. Oh. Yep, they took the planks to the church. So, see, Agnes is bringing 10 planks. So it's kind of the stuff you have to look out for in the beginning of this game. But once you get it going, you can really have fun with this game. It's got a lot of promise. Again, this is Foundation, so it's currently in early access. It's in alpha, you know, but it's worth checking out. It's a bit rough around the edges, but it's got a lot of promise, and we will be doing a full review when the game is done, whenever it's done. So, but please, if you like this, like, subscribe, comment on the bottom. Let us know how we're doing. We love you guys. And we do this for you. We think it's fun. Hopefully you like it as well. And hopefully we will see you again next week. Reminder, streams weekly on Monday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern. And soon, the next co-op stream. It'll be pretty fun. See you guys soon.